Point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much. We done seen too much. We've been through too much. We are experiencing way too much. God done revealed himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy, Slim. SLIMM, simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone, tomorrow's never promised. So all you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you're fully living in yours, because I'm fully living in mine. Just back with another quick word, man. God prepares you in advance. Right now, you're a reflection. You are a wonderful mirror that is reflecting the God in every person, place, and thing, because you have God dwelling in you and you allowing God to live outwardly through your praise and through your worship, through your devotion, your friendship, your loyalty, your ties to the Most High. So He's preparing you in advance through the conversations that you have with people, through the advice that you give people, through the shared testimonies and the shared experiences. Continue to be wise and live by the words that you give other people, because God give you a word and it might not apply to your life right at that moment, but in due time it will. So just remember the words and the encouragement and the wisdom and the teachings and the lessons and the love and the forgiveness and the grace and mercy that you're showing other people. Remember to give yourself that same gratitude. I remember telling my uncle, because he was in an unfortunate situation and he was dealing with physical effects because of a medical condition, but also he was dealing from being heartbroken and also coming into the awareness of what people truly thought and felt about him. So that was keeping him down and keeping his progress from moving at a pace to where it should be showing increases in his health, because his spirits was low, because his love was low. His body was unable to make the growth and changes necessary that is made. You know what I'm saying? When your mind and your heart and your spirit not fortified, your body gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So if that's weak, your body gonna be weak. So I told him, now that you know what you know and how other people feel about you and things has been done to you and said about you and you've been witness to all this, your test is, can you still love despite? And if you're able to, everything that you're going through is going to be reversed and your health is going to be renewed, restored, and you're going to be released as a new creature, undergone all these changes, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually as well, in order to get back to being whole, to being your best self. Excuse me. And here I am in the same position. You know what I'm saying? Your status change, your financial position may change, your socioeconomic status may change, your neighborhood may change. But if you're a solid person, if you're a real individual, your heart don't change. The way you view yourself don't change, because you still living on them old principles. You still living under that ancient order, to where you believe and you know and you understand that everything is going to be okay. And as long as you continue to do the right thing, and you do right by yourself, right by others, and most importantly, right by God, then no matter what life throw your way, it's all gonna work out in your favor, because you are doing the righteous thing. When you living under them rules and under them orders, and when you from that special cloth that they don't seem to tailor, manufacture, or create no more, you don't see the change. You don't see your glow up. You don't see, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been famous your whole life. You've been known your whole life. You've been lit your whole life. Yet you've been humble your whole life. You've been a sharer your whole life. You've been a giver your whole life. You've been one that would care about somebody else's situation more than they would care about their own. You've been that person that would give your first and your last and everything in between to make sure that somebody else have what they want and what they need, because you know at the end of the day, whatever you want, whatever you need, God is going to provide. So when you getting blessed and you able to be a blessing to others, you're actually looking to give and to share and to just continue to do more of what you already been doing. But then you see people that try to take from you anyway, when it's already free, when it's already given, when it's already been thought about, counted up, added to the budget, set aside in order to do these specific things to these people that's been in your life, that you just trying to show like, man, I appreciate you. I thank you. I'm humble. This is what family do. We want to eat, we all eat. You see those same ancient principles again. Once you see that people only look at you as an opportunity, once you see people that been around you your whole life, those been the same people that's been jealous and envious of you. No matter how little you got, no matter how much you don't say, no matter how much you don't do, it's that peace that they're envious of. It's that happiness that they're envious of. It's that wholeness, that completeness. It's that purpose that you found within yourself, within society, within the world, within the kingdom. It's that favor that ain't fair that God chooses to bestow upon you because you choose to go back and love God and believe God and trust God at His word, and also continue to see the good in life and continue to see the best in life and continue to see your best days are upon you and ahead of you, and everything that you went through was just necessary in order to get you to exactly where you needed to be and where you wanted to be, and it's unlocking the desires of your heart. So they seeing everything that you've been through, but they also seeing your grind. Now they seeing your shine. Now they seeing it's your time. So now they seeing it's nothing that they can say or do in order to break you down, in order to make you stop, in order to make you turn back and go to your old ways of thinking, being, or existing. So the only thing they could do is just take you out the game, pillage you for everything you got. You feel me? Manipulate you, use you, intimidate you, make you feel guilty, make you have that survivor's remorse. All these things that will lead you to giving up all that you are and all that you work for to somebody who ain't put in the work, put in the time, put in the effort, wasn't there for you, wasn't there with you. What do you do when these are your day ones? What do you do when these are people that you love? What do you do when these are people that raised you and now they're being bogus, now they're being fried? You got to continue to be real, but understand that everybody has a place, everybody has a time and a space, everybody has a reason, a season, and where you're going. A lot of people can't go. So your tribe one that you have established this order with, that you know you can leave whatever, you know what I'm saying, in their presence. You could come back 2 days later, 2 months later, 2 hours later, 2 minutes later, your stuff's still there in the same position. Nobody ain't touched it, nobody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, you gotta deal with the heartbreak responsibly, because you can't act out of anger, you can't act out of frustration, you can't act out of revenge, because that's only going to lead you to make mistakes and make decisions that's going to be counterproductive to the progress and to your evolution. So you got to continue to be solid. You got to continue to feel. You got to continue to process. You got to continue to be honest, and you got to continue to put people in their place. And you don't have to do it verbally, but you can do it eternally and internally, and you know what people stand, and you can still take care of them. You ain't got to put no money in their hand. See what bills need to be paid. Everybody got kids. See what size clothes and shoes they wear. Everybody, you know, going back to school, you could buy supplies. It's a multitude of things that you can do besides doing the obvious, because you put money in these people's hand and their souls is not right, their minds is not right, their spirits is not right. That money only gonna go to their demise or somebody else's demise. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that type of blood on your hands. You don't want that type of guilt on your conscience, knowing that you sponsoring somebody else's demon time. You know what I'm saying? It's enough that you had to go through. It's enough that you had to conquer. It's enough that you had to overcome in order to get to where you are, and in order to see the best in yourself. So you don't want anything that's going to take you backwards, and that's what a lot of people do. They try to attach their fears and their pain and their regret and their shame and all these icky things that they got attached to them, that they don't want to put in the work to get off their back. They want to attach it to you and have you do the work and have you rescue them, have you throw them an alley-oop real quick that they gonna airball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be the man. Everybody want the ball when the money on the line, when the chicken on the line, but then when you get past the ball and it's your opportunity to bring it home for the family, you fail. So now that you're in a position to do something that they haven't done, it provokes, again, these spirits that they know that they should have done better. They know that they could have done more. They know that they messed up. They know they made bad decisions. They know that they should be asking for forgiveness. They know that they can't face the truth because it's going to come with a lot of not being viewed in the best light. So people are trying to do everything that they can to avoid facing the worst parts of themselves. They're just trying to skip over. They're just trying to hurry up and, get around it, but that's not how it works. In order to get to your best days, in order to get to your best life, then you gotta go through the mud. You know what I'm saying? But thank God he prepares you in advance. So all these conversations you be having with people, when these events and when these situations and when these circumstances hit you, bam, it pops back up in your mind, it pops back in your heart, and then it provides you with that peace beyond understanding because you done already been through this. When you're able to take yourself out the picture and allow God to really just step in and the Holy Spirit to lead you and guide you for that moment and be there for that person, man, you take part in that healing. When you crying with somebody, when your head hurting because they head hurting, when your mind blown because they mind blown because they going through a situation, when you trying to understand because they don't understand, that's showing empathy. You know what I'm saying? And God, he smiles upon that because he don't want us to go through life alone. He don't want us to go through our highs or lows alone. He wants somebody always to be there with you, to be able to be like, yeah, you tripping or nah, you want it or keep going. You just need a reality check. And sometimes you just need comfort. Sometimes you just need a friend. Sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes you just need encouragement. Sometimes you just need an ear so you can just lay these things that you've been struggling to deal with and conceptualize, and you give it to somebody and you find some common ground and you just need somebody to be like, man, I hear you, I feel you. And that alone could do wonders for the soul, wonders for the mind. And you've been doing that for so many people. And now that you're going through these situations, it's only a few people, but these key people, it's a big impact, but you don't feel it as much because there's so much love surrounding you. So don't let the little bit of hate that you get, regardless of where it comes from, damper the sunshine and damper the rainbow and damper your permanent celebration that God has placed you in. You got to continue to be prepared in advance. You got to continue to listen. You got to continue to be quiet. You got to continue to be still. You got to continue to be made in his image and his ways, and just continue to submit to his will and his way, and you'll understand that, man, he'll never put more on you than what you can bear. And he'll never put you in a situation that he ain't already taken care of or conquered. So he's preparing you in advance this whole time. So just continue to listen. Just continue to be wise and continue to live by the words and by the fruit that you give to others. So that's why you got to make sure that you plant good seeds and that you're feeding people with the bread of life, and you giving people and you pouring from the fountain, you know what I'm saying, of life and abundance and overflow. So when it returns to you, you're receiving that same nutrients. Because trust me, bro, as you get to your day and you get to these moments, man, it's going to be crazy because it's going to be bittersweet, because at the same time you celebrating, you receiving these accolades and making these big accomplishments, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to try to drag you down with their own projections that they have of themselves. But you got to continue to get the dirt off your shoulder. You got to continue to shake it off, and you got to continue to say inwardly and outwardly that no weapons formed against that shall prosper, and continue to move forward. But God prepares you in advance. So just be smart, and when you get to those moments, man, execute. Because if you got the information, you got the playbook, you got the ultimate coach that's willing to play in the game with you, you got the ultimate team, you got the ultimate support, man, ain't nothing to do it but to do it, bro. So just go ahead, take that shot, man. You open. You gonna hit it. Swish every time, man. Follow through. But, man, like I say, man, he prepares you in advance. So just be ready to thank him in advance and celebrate in advance. And just be a blessing in advance. So just speak things into existence right now, because it's yours. So nothing but good things, nothing but positivity, peace, light, love, and Much respect to all of y'all who on this walk, who on this journey, because we know it's not hard. I mean, we know it's not easy, so don't let your heart be hardened. Continue to let it be open. Continue to let love and light flow through and to and with. May God be with you. He prepares you in advance. Till next time, Slim.